Let's be honest, in 2026, relying on sponsorships, brand deals, and affiliates is becoming unpredictable and unsustainable. You get deals to promote products that don't always align with your audience, and you risk burning trust with them. At times, you lose creative direction because you have to insert sponsorships into your video. And the truth is, in 2026, the paradigm is shifting. In 2022, 70% of YouTube creators said that they were relying on brand deals as their main income source. 2025, that's changed. Less than half of them are doing the same thing now. And what is actually going on is every creator is starting to sell their own product. You can see this with the richest YouTube creator like Mr. Beast. He's selling Feastables. There's Logan Paul and KSI, who are selling Prime. And of course, there's other creators like Ali Abdul, who is selling his own course now. More creators are pivoting to ownership over their income sources. And the reason I know this is because we helped creators like Alex, who just has 8,000 subscribers, hit $1 million per month with his own product. There's also Theta, who had a total of over $600,000 in sales. There's also Ali, who we helped start his own product at just 1,000 subscribers, and he hit $40,000 per month. Now, none of these creators had a Mr. Beast or KSI-like budget when they started their own product and took ownership. They didn't have to spend years figuring out what to sell to their audience, and they didn't need to guess what their audience would buy in order to have a high profit income source that's driven by their YouTube channel. Because what all of these creators did was starting their own information product around the skills and expertise that they were teaching. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. And by the way, I'm not going to be talking about starting a Tai Lopez-like course and scamming people, having to invest tens of thousands into the product to start, or starting something and then seeing that your audience doesn't buy and shutting it down. Because instead, I'm going to show you step by step how you can start your own education product that's aligned with your audience and is a natural fit for what your audience already wants from you, a product that doesn't require any cost up front, and a product that you can launch in as little as just one day and manage in 7 to 10 hours per week, while of course with full ownership, increasing the revenue that you generate from your YouTube channel. And right now, this is the best time to start this opportunity, especially if you post educational content where you teach people certain skills or you give them your expertise. Like for example, you show people how to cut hair, how to start a business, or maybe you even show people how to trade or do something of that sort. Because the longer you wait, the more time your competitors are going to have to start their own information products, which you probably have already noticed. So let me dive into the 3 steps and show you how to launch your own information product or your coaching product. The first step you need to take is create a product that your audience actually wants. And you already know what this product is going to be, or you can know what this product is going to be by just simply looking at your YouTube videos. Look at the outliers. The YouTube algorithm tells you what your viewers want to click on, meaning you already know what they need help with. Another strategy for finding out what product to start is posting a community question, and you can do this on your YouTube or you can do this on the other platforms that you're on, and asking your audience about their biggest challenges as well as finding out their biggest goals in your specific space. Once you find these 2 points of data, you're going to be able to create a product that solves their challenges and gets them to their goals faster and bridges that gap. For example, if you have a tech channel and you help people get tech jobs with your content, you can ask people, what is the biggest challenge you've been seeing with getting a tech job? And what is your goal once you do land a tech job? How much do you want to make? Questions like this can be identified through your community posts. But if you want to go deeper, you can do exactly what we did for Alex and Ali, which was post in a type form. And you post that type form under your next video, so in the description of the video. And then once you do, people will fill out that type form. You can ask them these specific questions. It can be free response. And once they fill it out, if you ask them for their number, you can even hop on calls with them. Now, you don't need to overcomplicate this, but this is how you get a little bit more information on what your product can actually be. Now, once you have a product, you're not done yet, because how do you actually sell the product? You can have the best product in the world. You can have the cure to cancer, but if you do not have a way to market it and sell it, and no one knows about it, then you're going to end up exactly where you started. So that's where we get into step 2. This is where you create your conversion funnel. And this is something I see too many creators overcomplicate, because all you're going to need is a way for people to apply and buy your program or your education product. And this is something you can do through school. School is misspelled here, school with a K, or a simple typeform application that you're able to link under your videos. Now, if you want to maximize how many people you churn from your viewers into your customers and clients, you can set up a sales page with a video explaining the product and a calendar where they can book a sales call to get more information before they buy. This is what we did with Al, setting up a sales page for him. There's another video breaking down the entire process with him on my channel. And that's how we were able to squeeze as much as possible out of his audience and turn his 1,000 subscribers into $40,000 per month. And if you do decide to take on the feat of setting up a sales page, you're going to have a much higher conversion rate from all the people who visit this page to people who become your clients. You're going to typically be able to charge more because they're going to speak to someone before buying something. I mean, think about this. If you want a new car, typically you're going to go to the dealership, right? Maybe you would pay over their website and have it delivered to your door. That's possible, but typically you would want to speak to someone over that course. So the same thing applies to your education product. And if you set up an education product, because you're able to charge more and people are able to inquire about the product, you won't have to deal with a low ticket school where you get $50 per month and it adds up to nothing, right? With a low ticket school, if you're charging $50 per month, with 100 people, you're only going to be making $5,000 per month. If you get 100 people through your high ticket and you charge $3,000 per month, you're going to have the potential to make $300,000 per month. So there's a big difference in the way you set up this process. Now, what happens next? Well, after you set up your offer, you create your product and you start getting sales, you need to actually fulfill on the product. Because again, we're not selling a Tai Lopez-like scam. We want to get people good results. So more people come in through referrals, people talk to their friends, and people see you as an expert and an authority in the space who actually delivers on the promises. So how do you actually do this? Well, this is where we get into step 3, because you do not need to pre-record an entire course before you launch your coaching product. This is why I said you can do it in as little as a day. What you're going to be able to do is once you have a few people, you can run group calls with the students inside of your program and then churn those recordings into the course material. Because on these group calls, you can either have Q&As and you can see what questions are people asking. And when you answer those questions on these group calls, you can then take those snippets and churn them into the course material as you go. Or you can even host masterclasses with your group of students and then churn those masterclasses into course material. This way, you're able to build as you go instead of spending months pre-recording and thinking about your product, and you're able to get validation from your audience right away, pivot if necessary, adjust and improve, and make a lot more money than you currently are with affiliates, brand deals, or sponsors. And of course, most important of all, this is something you have full ownership of. So you're not relying on someone else for your income anymore, you're creating it. Now, if you want more clarity on exactly how to set up your own info product, you can watch these videos on my channel, and I'm going to link them below this video. There's a video breaking down how we helped Alex hit $1 million per month USD. There's another video breaking down how we helped Ale hit 40,000 with just 1,000 subscribers. If you have a bigger audience than him, there's no reason you should be making any less. And you're also going to be able to watch another video with Theta where I walk you through step by step how we built out his funnel and scaled it to over $600,000 in sales. And these videos will give you more ideas and more importantly, a step-by-step process to start your own education product and regain your control, get more stability, and own the product that you're actually selling. Now, if you need some more clarity on how you can pivot away from sponsors, brand deals, affiliates, and you post information-based content and you teach skills, you share your expertise, click the first link in this video's description and book a free business audit call with me. On that call, I'm going to personally walk you through all of the steps I went over in this video and show you how they can be implemented for your channel and for your audience. If we align, we can help you scale on a done-for-you basis, just like we helped Alex, Theta Warrior, and Ale. And if we don't, you're going to have a full strategy on how you can launch your own information or education product in as little as a day from start to finish.